Running inside, it's Morris. He works his way to the 21-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. The Vols will bring the punt team onto the field. He gets a block. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. So Texas's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And this sophomore tight end, without question, is one of their most reliable playmakers. He had 9 catches in their victory last time out. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
You know, God bless Texas, because they can lose great running backs, and they just go into the portal and they get a great running back. Oh, no. They got 2 great running backs. To get Smothers, to get Brown to come over, obviously guys with experience at big-time universities. I expect Texas to be able to run the football. And Jesse, have one of the best 1-2 punches in all of college football.
Yeah, I mean, they want to come play with Arch Manning, let's be honest. They know it's an offense that defenses are going to be worried about the deep ball, throwing it downfield. So a lot of soft boxes to run into, and there's really no excuse for why these running backs shouldn't absolutely stat it up this year. Steve Sarkisian told us they're going to be committed to running the football and having balance. Because of those names you just mentioned, we're expecting this running game to be elite.
Arch is going to throw for it. Pulls it in. It's Townsend. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything.
Here's a little room there. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. The Longhorns line it up with a first and goal. Manning with a play fake. Trying to barrel in. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Man, he's off to a good start this year. That's already his 3rd. They're going to keep being more and more creative with how they get this guy the ball.
Getting set for the extra point after. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. That's caught. It's Staley. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, what you know about Josh Heupel in this offense is they're explosive, and they always seem to have a dude outside at wide receiver. They normally have multiple guys like that. You obviously lose Chris Brazzell, a big-time playmaker for the Vols. They're going to have to replace that, David, but they've done such a good job recruiting and developing. There's no question in my mind they're going to find guys that can go on the outside and hurt you.
They find those guys with speed, right? And they create so much space.
And they get to him. Excellent coverage in the back end, and he just held the ball too long.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
the quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. He's got the tight end, and he's able to pick up the first down just inside the 50 at the 49. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. A give to Brown. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Here's Arch to throw. Under fire. Unleashes one. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Third down from the gun, Manning. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And the Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Now the play fake. Finds the tight end. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Howie Rowe will check on his condition. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. He goes right back to the air. Rushes on him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
On the move, it's Morris. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. And the Vols come to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the...
Got it.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
On his feet at the 40. Could be an alley. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Here's the pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the red zone, it's Morris. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. First play of the period will be a second down. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Slips through the line, and he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Might be calling a hot route. Now here's Manning. The quick out. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Arch Madness. Pressure coming. Plucks it out of the air. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
And the Longhorns kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wide receiver comes in motion. To throw, it's Manning. Got his man on the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Longhorns with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Finds his man. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. First and goal for the offense. Here's Manning to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
Moving out of the pocket. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. A 67-yard touchdown drive there, and they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the returner will be dragged down. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. And now they have enhanced their degree of difficulty on 2nd and long from the 6. Looking to fire. Fires quickly. Knocked off his feet.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in crease now. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Fires to the big fella. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Morris. Looking for room at the 40. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. And the Volunteers want to move quickly.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Finds his tight end. Shakes a man, and he might take off. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Finds his big tight end. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Morris. Got 9 yards on the play. It leaves him with 3rd and a yard. Timeout is called. It's the 2nd charge to Tennessee. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. He'll throw on 3rd down. Oh, he makes the catch. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided, on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Touchdown, Volunteers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And earlier, this offense had to settle for 3. Nice job finishing the half, punching it in the end zone, cutting into this lead, and gaining the momentum in the football game.
And the extra point is good. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Here comes the Texas offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot.
He's going for it all. He's got it down the field. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. The Longhorns stop the clock for the final time, calling their 3rd timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Arch is going to throw for it. Fires toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We begin with Georgia taking on the number 17 team, the Oklahoma Sooners.
On the move from inside is 5. And the returner will be knocked down. What do they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
Catching up with the Texas head coach coming out of the locker room. One of the things he said, he is really pleased with how they have started the first half in this tough conference opener. As you know, the SEC is a gauntlet, but he thinks his team set the tone. He said that was a great start, but we can be even better. They cannot take their foot off the gas here to start the third quarter.
Holly, thank you. Might as well give it to him again. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, this offense would take shots. They know they have targets that can fly, push down the field vertically. Nice job in coverage there.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. Keeps it himself and gets to 1st. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The Longhorns are flying down the field. Throws to the tight end. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. So here is the Tennessee offense. The defense set them up with a turnover and now to try to cash it in. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Pulls and fires complete. And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down. The Volunteers are in the hurry-up. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Running inside, it's Morris. Makes it past the marker. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Going to stop play here as one of the Volunteers remains on the field. It's 1st and 10, they've moved it to the 41. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Powers through the defender. He picks up the 1st down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
The Vols with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. He's got it on the run. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll give it to Hardy. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The extra point here would tie the game. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the results of the play stands. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
Thank you. That's what the defensive backs say to the defensive linemen when they get home and put pressure on the quarterback fast and the ball comes out, they're at it.
Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Longhorns will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Oh, and now the ball has been knocked free.
You just can't have that happen if you're on the return team. You know if you lose the football now. The other offense, the ball back deep in your own end, simply can't happen.
To throw, Manning. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The run inside. It's Smothers. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
That's why it's so important to have success on 1st and 2nd down. They're running the ball on 2nd down. You trust your O-line to get the job done. The running back does his. And now, with the positive play, you're setting up 3rd and inches.
He'll keep it on the sneak. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower.
There's a crease. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Trying to run, it's Smothers. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Throw! makes the easy throw in the flat. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on third.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Offense changing the play. Manning from the gun on third down. He's got him in the flat. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They want to get the ball in the hands of playmakers, and they did, but this time the defense up to the challenge.
And when you slide that running back out of the backfield, like I'm thinking pass, I got to be locked in, and I got to see him, and the linebackers have to see him and understand when the quarterback throws him the football. I got to break on it, and everybody's got to corral him because he's so dangerous after the catch.
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on fourth down. Manning to throw for it on fourth. Oh, they're after him. Looking for the score. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Tennessee sideline, there have been so many momentum swings here in this game, but right now it is all offense. They have been able to answer here to start the second half, and now they get another opportunity. I can definitely sense the chemistry and energy rising here on the sideline. I'll keep you posted if they're able to keep that going here in the game. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Holly. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easy.
He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Manning. He's got him. No chance to run, but still a good game.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Running inside, it's Smothers. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The officials blow the whistle to stop play, and there is a Longhorn shaken up. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Handoff for Brown. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Now here's Manning. It's on target and complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. No wasted time as the defense uses the timeout here. 1:54 left to play. just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
Finds him out of the backfield. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Oh, and I love that play call on fourth down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
In the red area, it's Brown. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Timeout is called. It's the second charge to Tennessee. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to the ground. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. The Vols will now use their final timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. The Longhorns will try to put one on the board on first and goal. And a second kneel down as they drain the clock, and the field goal kicker will come on with a chance to win it. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Pushes ahead. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped...
Touchdown, Texas! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Big-time players make big plays in big games. Coming up with that touchdown with just seconds left in this game now gives them an opportunity to get the extra point and make it a touchdown game, and there might be 2 more plays left. They kick up, maybe 1 more snap with the opponent. What a massive play in a big moment.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Bringing it out. And the returner will be brought down. Got to have a touchdown right here, and this will be the final play of regulation. Wants to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. The ball hits the ground, and this thing is over, an absolutely heartbreaking loss. How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having